All right. Hi, everyone. This is Kitty from Kitty Outside the Box. I'm here today with Purple Pisces and Black Star Tarot, and we are going to be casting some cards to see what will be the outcome of this messy trial going on with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. So we're going to get the details on the trial, and we're going to predict what the outcomes will be. So we're going to see what the jury's thinking, how it will go for the prosecution, and get all of the juicy details. So what do you guys think? Welcome, guys. How do you think this trial is going to go? Are you excited to cast the cards? I am.
Hey, Kitty.
Oh,
yeah, I'm actually really excited. This is Black Star speaking. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to get into this. I haven't really been following the trial that much, so it's going to be kind of neat to see what the cards say about it. And maybe we can actually verify this later once the trial is over, so it's going to be kind of fun to see how on point we are, so yeah, I'm looking forward to this a lot.
Me too. I haven't followed either. What about you, Purple?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the cards look really interesting. I really don't know anything about the trial except from what I see on television once in a while, but I'm not really paying attention to it, so I'm excited to see what I'm going to get.
Yeah, I think this is interesting that none of us are super like deeply involved or following along. I think it'll be cool to see what we get unbiased. So, are you guys ready? Should we show our cards?
Yeah. Yeah. Kitty, I got control here, so just let me know what cards you have.
Okay, so my first card is the Emperor. Yeah.
I love it. Starting out strong.
Just wait, you guys. And my second card is the Three of Cups. Then we have the King of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Death reversed, Seven of Swords reversed, the Moon reversed.
Where are you, Moon? Where are you? My brain is
third to the last. There you go.
Thank you.
And then Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Swords reversed, and just wait for my last one, the Six of Wands reversed. Yeah.
Okay, now we got your spread. Let's go to Purple Pisces. Let's get your spread up.
Okay. All right, Black Star. So right now I have, for my first card, I have the Three of Wands in reverse. My second card is the Seven of Wands in reverse. Card number 3 is the Page of Cups. Card number 4 is the Two of Wands. Card number 5 is the Six of Coins in reverse. Card number 6 is the Two of Coins.
Oh, fascinating. I don't know why. This is like a really interesting spread already.
yeah, I'm like, wow. The card number 7 is the Nine of Wands in reverse. Card 8, the Three of Cups in reverse. For card number 9, I got the Devil. And for the outcome card, which is card position 10, I have the Three of Swords in reverse.
Oh, interesting. Okay, and now for my spread. Nice stuff. Okay, so my first card is the Nine of Cups in reverse, then followed by the Devil in reverse. Then I have the Six of Coins, followed by the Eight of Cups. Then the High Priestess in reverse. High Priestess, where are you? There you are. Followed by the King of Swords. And then the Emperor in reverse. Followed by the Page of Swords in reverse. Followed by the Tower in reverse. And then my final card is the Eight of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So let's talk about my spread. So right off the bat, you can see that this whole entire court case, this whole entire procedure is just a public spectacle. Like people are like gathering around, they're chatting about it, they're watching on TV. Even me who does not watch any news or anything like that, I've seen so many YouTube videos going around. The public is very invested in this trial. And really the whole purpose of why this trial is even happening, I can see, is that Johnny Depp is trying to maintain his public image. He's been known, like highly regarded for his acting and just like his overall personality. The public has really liked him. And with everything going on with Amber, it's hurt his reputation. And the reason why he is going into this lawsuit or started this lawsuit, pressed charges against Amber Heard, is to defend his character. And I can see that with the King of Wands. And also in the recent past, like this is all about money. I think from what I heard, like he was suing Amber for 25 million and now she's suing him for 50 million. There's just all of this like talk about money, back and forth with money. And there's also one thing I want to come back to in a moment with this Ace of Pentacles I'm seeing with some of the cards coming up. From the jury's perspective, I feel like they are kind of thinking like, wow, these people need to kind of let this go. And I get the sense that the jury expects there to be a mistrial and not continue on with this current trial. So we'll have to see how that goes. And for the prosecutor's team, so for Johnny Depp's team, I think they're really afraid that some stuff about Johnny is going to come out. And I think this might have to do with sketchy behaviors, possibly drugs, addiction issues. And I'm seeing this too, like what I was just saying with the Ace of Pentacles. I see that coin like is like a pill or something like that, and then that same shape in the moon card. I see there being some issues like that. Some things, it could not just drugs, but I feel like just some behaviors that have happened in the past with this couple that could really hurt the case for Johnny Depp. Their team is afraid that information will be leaked, and they're really hoping, due to that factor, that they know there's something out there that could hurt him. They're hoping to dodge a bullet with that Ten of Swords there. They're hoping to get out of this like unscratched, like just totally not having whatever this information is come out. I feel like the key witness or the key thing that's going to sway this case may be some information provided by a woman, maybe a female family member like a mother or a sister. And I think they might reveal some information about this drug use. Again, with that Queen of Pentacles holding that coin there, like that, something about that is really speaking to me about drugs and something. And also speaking of the nature of material possessions, but I think there's going to be a female key witness that has some sort of information that may act against Johnny Depp or be a big factor in the way this all turns out. So I think what happens next in the trial that we're going to hear about is that there's going to be some kind of like conspiracy thing coming out, or like bad actions. Maybe that's what I was talking about before with Johnny Depp. Like, you know, like he's been having, I think from what I can tell, the general public's kind of on his side right now, but I think he's going to get caught doing something bad. There's going to be the information that comes out, and maybe like we're going to find out that he's really just been like conspiring against Amber for other reasons. And there could also be some things coming out too, like unfounded accusations that are just not true, that hurt the case really bad. But I feel like this trial will not actually come to a close, but whatever does happen, Johnny Depp's team, Johnny Depp himself, is going to come out of this trial with a loss in some sense. Maybe he actually will lose the lawsuit, but I think mostly it's going to be public humiliation, and people are going to think less of him as a person overall. Like he went into this trial trying to make his reputation or defend his reputation, because he was saying the whole thing is defamation. He's trying to defend himself. But I think he's actually going to come out of this trial as having an even worse reputation. And it's not going to go well for the prosecution, aka Johnny Depp and his team. So that's what I see. What about you guys? We can talk more about mine when we compare.
Purple, you're up next. What do you see in your cards?
Oh man, when Kitty was talking, like I really wanted to say a lot of things. because there's like a lot of similar things going on. So like for the first two cards, I have the Three of Wands in reverse, and I have the Seven of Wands in reverse. And what's that saying to me is that with those two cards, that what's going on with this trial right now, like just like what Kitty said, it's just like it's not good for anybody's image right now. It just makes them both look pretty bad. You know, it is like a spectacle of a trial. It's just ridiculous because like I mean like it's sort of airing everybody's dirty laundry out, and it's just I like to say that like celebrities, their thing is their image is the most important thing, and right now I feel like this trial is sort of making not just Johnny Depp look sort of bad, but also Amber Heard, and with the card that I'm getting in the third position, which is basically the foundation of this trial, I feel like in a way they're both sort of pandering to the public in this trial, almost sort of showing like trying to show up like who's better than the other in this trial. You know what I mean? There's sort of like a pandering of like our image, like their image going around like, well, I'm not as bad as you. Well, you did this and I did this, so I'm not that bad. Almost like they're both trying to show who's the better person. That's what I'm seeing. That's really kind of the foundation. Yeah, I think the money is sort of important, but I feel like with these two celebrities, it's more about their image. And it's funny. I feel like that's what's going to be shown in this trial. Like that's really the deciding factor in this trial. In the past, I sort of see like that they were actually, sort of enjoying themselves as far as like career wise and wealth wise. I have the Two of Wands there, and I just feel like they had a lot of plans going on. They were actually, planning as a couple. There might have been something going on there that might have triggered what's been going on with them. Maybe just not them going along. But I feel like in the past, they definitely did have a good relationship. I think that maybe Johnny Depp sort of still, maybe wants that. You know what I mean? But I think maybe he, with what's been going on with both of them, it's sort of driven both of them like sort of against each other. I feel like the prosecution, their expectation is actually like, which is very similar to what Kitty says, because like I'm looking at them and it looks like they want both people to come out pretty good at this trial. I feel like actually the prosecution is not really. I feel like the courts in general want this to be a good thing for both parties involved. Like almost like they shouldn't even be at court. You know what I mean? Like they could settle this at home in a way. I think the courts expect things to go well evenly, like not one party taking a loss as much as the other party, maybe like a civil divorce. I really think this is more Heard and Depp kind of bringing this out. I feel like they're the ones that really wanted to go to court with each other instead of this being like, a career, like I said, like a pandering, like they're both sort of trying to show each other up to sort of show who's a better person. Like it kind of feels a little childish, to be honest. I feel like the team, like Johnny's team, definitely there's something going on that they're afraid of. Again, it's just like what Kitty said. There's like a sort of a harder thing. Like I think Johnny's gonna look. They're scared of something that they don't want to come out with Johnny, because I'm getting the Seven of Wands the Nine of Wands in reverse for what they're afraid of. So I think that there's an honor thing there. Like maybe Johnny did something really bad that they don't want to come out. Not necessarily that it has to do with Heard in general, but as far as like in general, like his reputation, like something that's really going to make him look bad, definitely is being hidden from the public. In card position 8, I feel like that one key evident thing that could bring Johnny down and actually bring this whole case down has something to do with drugs. Definitely, I feel like there's a debauchery thing, or maybe there's a drug thing, because I'm getting the Three of Cups in reverse. And to me, that's like sort of like, just going on like debauchery runs, like just like having sex with all kinds of people and doing all kinds of drugs. And, I feel like there's something in there now. There might be somebody who has this evidence there that is not being allowed to talk, or maybe it's being hidden again from the public, but there is definitely something there that is a big piece of evidence. I feel like again, the prosecution, I'm getting the devil. I mean, I feel like the prosecution knows that this is just a crazy relationship between two people who are, they're probably doing things that maybe they shouldn't do, and that could be the thing that's keeping them together in this relationship. Again, I just feel like there's like some sort of, debauchery or drug or like sort of being in another induced state kind of aspect to this relationship. Like whatever's holding up the relationship, it's either alcohol or drugs or something more of like a party. Like try to imagine like two people who really love partying being together. I feel like this is sort of like the relationship that it is. And the outcome that I'm getting up for this whole trial is that there will be, and I feel like it's not just, well, this is definitely for Johnny as well, but I feel like it might be for her too. Like it's not, I feel like either party is not going to be as hurt in this relationship, even with the money, like as far as one party getting the money and another party not. I feel like it's not going to be as bad. There could be something that happens that might stop everything, maybe even stop the trial, is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like it's not going to be as bad. Like, because right now the trial looks bad for both of them. I mean, they're both airing out their dirty laundry, like I said. But I feel like with the final card is telling me that there might be something that might halt the trial. Like either the trial is going to go a certain way, but I don't think that there's going to be much to gain from it, is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that maybe that one person or both parties are sort of like going to be relieved that the trial is over. You know what I mean? Like it won't do as much damage as it's doing right now. Yeah, that's what I see. I'm interested to see what Blackstar has to say, but definitely, yeah, that's what I got.
Cool. That's a lot of info. Both of you guys have a lot of info that I'm kind of like, oh man, so many parallels. So mine, man, there's a lot of stuff going on in mine, I feel like. So first card that I got was the 9 of Cups reversed. And to me, that's where the trial is right now. And for those who don't know, we're recording this on April 24th. So for me, where the trial is right now, it is literally kind of like, you have this guy sitting in front of all these trophies. Well, it's in reverse. And to me, this is like airing out all of the dirty laundry. It's like for everybody to see. It's like these are not things to be proud of at all. And so this is all the evidence that both sides are kind of like putting up right now, all the disgusting, awful things and whatever. And this is kind of where we're at. We're just getting a back and forth of just like shit, like evidence shit. It's just really bad. And then we have the devil reversed as the environment. And again, this to me is just like, again, this is all together. This is just like the dirty laundry, the awful things. Like it's just like it's all getting put out there in this trial, and it's just bleh, and that's what I feel from these two cards together. Like it's just all the grossness is kind of just being presented on a platter for everybody to see. When it comes to the foundation, it's such a weird thing to see the 6 of coins here, because I had two things from this, and one thing got triggered from when Purple Pisces was talking. But the first thing that came to me was that this is literally someone who is trying to make or trying to get reparations from the public, and it's kind of like it is a defamation trial, so obviously it's trying to say that the things that were said against, I guess, Johnny Depp, because he's the prosecution, were untrue. And this is kind of like, to me, like, again, this Purple Pisces was talking about the public and the public image and trying to win the public over. Like, to me, this guy with the scales is the public, and it's deciding who is the one who's gonna get the appreciation of either person. And one's Johnny Depp and the other one's Amber Heard, kind of thing. And that's kind of what I'm getting from this card. It's such a weird thing to see, but but it's just like, wow, this card is really it's in the perfect position for this. And then for the recent past, I have the Eight of Cups, and this is me, like, I'm seeing like Johnny Depp walking away from his career. Like, it's almost like, not that he wanted to walk away from his career, but this is what happened. All his trophies, all his cups, all his things that he's achieved over this time. It's almost like it's like left behind. And this trial is really trying to regain those things, trying to say, hey, no, I was actually deserving of all those accolades and all that kind of stuff. But this is the card I'm getting in the recent past. So recent past is the fact that, yeah, this is the stuff that, like, he wants to get back, but for now it's behind him because of the bad name he currently has. The High Priestess, this position is the jury's expectations. And it's kind of funny. The first thing that came to mind when I saw the High Priestess in reverse is the jury thinks that these people are not smart. like they're literally getting, like, these are two dumb people. Like, I see the black pillar here and the white pillar here, both of them, again, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. And, like, geez, we have a B and a J in there, like both of those are in their names, like it's kind of one of those things where it feels like the jury is just like, ugh, we have to deal with this stuff. Like, they don't want to deal with it, obviously. I mean, most juries don't want to deal with anything that they're dealing with. But in this sense, I think they really find that these people just are not smart people. And their expectations, I don't even think I think they actually aren't fully decided either. Like, I'm not seeing a swing to either side in this. I think they just think they're both just awful people in general, which is unfortunate, but that's kind of what the card is telling me. The fear from on the prosecution side, I have the Emperor reversed, and, like, to me, that's just saying, like, they're worried about a bad result. I mean, like, they're worried that the justice system, that the judge or whatever is going to vote not in favor for them. I mean, that's kind of obvious in a trial like this. The Emperor, to me, is like fatherly figure, rule maker, all that kind of stuff. And they're worried that, that person, the judge in this case, is going to rule against them. Their hopes, though, is a Tower reverse. Now, this is probably a massive Tower moment for Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, but for the prosecution's hopes, like, they're hoping, like, that this Tower moment ends for them. Like, this is the end of it. Like, all this burning, crashing building, crumbling foundation thing that's happening, especially with Johnny's career, all that stuff is going to be done, and it's like going to be behind them, and all that kind of stuff. The Tower moment is going to be finished. We'll see if that actually happens, but that's kind of what I'm getting from the Tower reverse and the hopes and dreams of the prosecution. When it comes to key evidence that's going to sway the jury, I have the Page of Swords in reverse. To me, that's like a key person who is going to give information that is going to be, like, extremely startling. I don't know what it is. I know you guys have mentioned drugs, that both Kitty and Purple have mentioned drugs and stuff. I can feel a little bit of that in this person's testimony. And actually, I feel like it isn't, again, it's not going to be in favor of the prosecution. Like, this is something that is going to be, like, again, detrimental to the prosecution of this case. It's almost like, these clouds are actually reminding me of like some kind of drug clouds, like almost like cocaine or something like that. But, like, when it comes to, like, severity of drugs, cocaine is not a very severe drug, but it could be something else, I mean, all drugs are bad. People don't do drugs, but, like, but essentially, I'm getting that feeling, but I'm feeling it's coming from a key testimony from a key witness, and it's not going to be good for the prosecution. So yeah, that's something that's coming up. The King of Swords, I have this in the position of what's coming up next in the trial. And for me, that's kind of like there's going to be some kind of decisive thing that is going to come down, and maybe it'll make it clear. I'm not sure. I mean, the first thing I wanted to say was that it's going to make it clear, but I think what actually is going to happen is that this is going to be potential, again, evidence or something that is going to be kind of cutting to the entire trial. And it's going to be coming from someone who's actually reputable. And so that's kind of what I'm getting there. And then for the outcome of the trial, especially for the prosecution, I'm getting the 8 of Wands reversed. The first thing I felt when this card came up was that something is going to stop the trial. And I don't know why. Like, to me, that seems so baffling. Like, I don't understand why, but it's just going to stop. And it's not necessarily going to be in favor for the prosecution. I think the prosecution actually wants this to come to a conclusion of some sort. But like, it's just like there's something that's like halting the trial. I don't know if there's going to be an event, something to do with the witnesses. I know either Purple or Kitty said something about a mistrial potentially. And for some reason, I feel like I had a feeling of a hung jury as well in this. And I mean, I'm hoping that's not the case, but I have a feeling that could be it too. But yeah, it's kind of weird because like, I mean, I can also maybe, but I don't get like a conclusion. I don't know what it is. It's like, it doesn't feel like a conclusion to me. So that's kind of what I got, everybody. It's weird. I feel like there's a lot of heavy things in mine compared to some others, but like, that's kind of what I got. So let's open the floor and we can start discussing this.
Yeah, you know what I think's interesting is like my final outcome card is the 6 of Wands reversed, which is like defeat. But I also get that feeling like it's not going to actually finish. Like I got that vibe too. Like it's not going to end well. I feel like neither side is going to be a winner, but something I feel like is going to stall this trial as well. I feel like I'm getting that vibe for sure. And also you said something that made me think about my like 7 of Swords reversed. Like there's going to be something shocking in that we don't really understand, or like we don't know yet that's going to come out. That's going to be like some kind of big significance to this trial.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kitty. There, and also you kind of like it's interesting how we all had something about the trial like not going through, or like, you know, something like halting the trial or a mistrial. But I think there is something coming out, because when I look at my 6th position with the 2 of Pentacles, you know, I feel like there might be a third party involved, like somehow, some way. Maybe, you know, maybe Depp was cheating with somebody already, or maybe she cheated. But I feel like more strongly like it could be Depp. Like there's something that's gonna come up in the trial that's gonna definitely prove that. Maybe
Mike,
it could be a third party.
Mike, I don't want to read your cards for you, but like this is something that I just popped into my head about this 2 of Pentacles, was that
go ahead.
There's a guy or a person who's balancing the fate of those 2 people.
Yeah, it could.
Like one of the jury members,
or the evidence person, whoever is gonna like. There might be something in the trial. Who knows?
Yeah.
Could be, yeah.
Maybe they're like weighing whether or not they should say it, you know, like they're under oath.
Yeah.
Like, oh, but I don't know, you know. Yeah.
Could be, definitely. I definitely.
But it's not going to be good for them either to admit it, whoever this is. Yeah, I feel like there's definitely a key person that's going to be involved with this evidence. Like not just like an evidence or piece of evidence. I think it's like going to be a testimony from someone specific.
But guys, I want to draw your eyes to this. So if we look at the horizon line here, and then we look above the horizon line for all of our spreads, we have pretty dark cards. You know, like and for above the horizon line, which is like, it's really like, this isn't good. Like I don't know what to say, but like it doesn't bring me any hope at all. Like even if certain things are reversed or whatever, like the overall feeling of above this horizon line of the public outfacing of this trial is just darkness and grossness to me. And like
there's no like good coming out of this whatsoever.
No.
Sorry, go on.
I feel like even the court system itself is like, you guys just stay together. Like it's almost like, you know, they don't want it sounds like a typical couple. Like you got certain couples that like that live a more adventurous life, you know, maybe they do a lot of things together. And it doesn't always have to be like just going to movies. Maybe they like to do like, group orgies or whatever.
I see them never getting back together. I think he like
Yeah.
I think she made threats and that's why he stayed with her as long as he did. Like I think the whole public is kind of like, why are you guys going back and forth? Just drop this. You don't need the money.
Yeah.
You're just each trying to get back at each other. It's kind of getting pathetic, like cuz let's get real. They do not need the money, right? Like
They definitely.
Yeah. I feel I'm actually surprised by how many wands there are in yours, Purple. Like you have a lot of wands. Like you have 4 wands, which is, I mean, not more than half the cards, but out of all the different suits, it's the one that's most prominent.
Yeah, it's 4 wands, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, definitely there's some work to be done by both of them. I mean, it's not like trying to sway in either direction, right? Depp or Heard, but it just seems like they're in it like together in a way, like sort of like they both need to work on some shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, they definitely do. This isn't the answer. This is definitely not the answer, right?
Yeah. I don't know what else I got here, but like I think for mine, all I could feel from my spread was just heaviness, and kind of like there wasn't really any hope in mine, like not real true hope. It just felt like just like weightiness to this whole trial. And as you mentioned, Kitty, that's all I'm seeing on YouTube is like all these trial videos are suggested to me. I'm like, I'm not watching any of this. I don't want to watch any of this.
I don't watch celebrity gossip stuff ever, and it's being suggested to me. I watch like spiritual content and tarot readings, and and that's it. And I'm getting that. So
it's what's in the news. Yeah, probably the most popular thing right now, right?
Yeah, like literally like my first card's the Emperor, which is like the judge, and then the whole public's like partying, like they're like living, like they love this. This is like going to be one of those like historic things, like old cases they like in the past, like not as bad, but like OJ's case. I was just a baby, but when people were like, oh, that's all people did, they're like glued to the trial. Luckily, this is not as tragic of a case, but still, it's got the public's
attention. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, but honestly, if this drug stuff is true, I hope they both recover and are well now. Yeah. No matter what the outcome is, I hope their mental health and their overall well-being is okay.
I mean, the overall situation is sad. Like, like mentally, like mental health wise, it's kind of a sad situation. I'm hoping both of them are getting whatever mental assistance they need, sure. and whatnot. But like, it's like a relationship that just hit complete rock bottom, and it's continuing to hit rock bottom because they aren't letting it go.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny hearing sirens when you said they're hitting rock bottom. I'm like, yeah.
And the thing is like I feel like if they just let it go, if they could let it go, then things would be actually okay. But because they aren't letting it go, they're getting stuck in this muck that I don't think they're trying to kind of like almost climb over each other to try and get out of it, instead of just like separating their own ways and finding their own way out of this muck,
Yeah, you're right. It's not going to make anything better. Like the whole thing, like I was saying, is about defamation, and this is just making their characters look lower to the public. Childish in a way.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Yeah.
It's funny. I want to follow up on this later on, but at the same time, I really don't care. I don't really want to read all this stuff or watch anything about this stuff.
We won't be able to avoid it. It's we'll be figuring.
Yeah, right.
By reading the headlines, we'll know the outcome. That's all anyone's talking about. So we'll figure it out. I guess in an upcoming video, we can just see what happens. I don't know how long this will go. Only time will tell, I guess. It's been going on like a week now or something? I'm not really sure.
I have no idea.
Yeah, who knows how long? We'll have to see.
I think it's been maybe about a week or more.
Yeah, it started last week. So yeah, you guys have to let us know, those viewing, what your thoughts are. Are you following the trial? Who do you think is going to win? What will the outcome be? Please leave a comment down below. I would love to hear other people's opinions.
Agreed. I would like to hear their opinions as well.
Yep.
Also, if you guys have other ideas for other celebrity news or entertainment news that you want us to do a reading on, leave a comment below as well, and we'll see if we can get to that reading.
Yeah, and if you like this video, definitely make sure to like and subscribe. And we do offer personal readings, so our business email will be down below. And I also have my own channel where I do pick a cards, Kitty Outside the Box, which will be listed in the description. Anything else you guys want to add before we go?
Probably not. Just that I hope for the best for both of them. To be honest,
Same here.
Going through something this personal but this publicly is painful. You know, I think it's painful for both sides, and it's just an overall like sucky situation. But I mean, at this point in time, like they're human, we're all human, and I hope that they find some healing in the long run from this, because this is not something fun that anybody would want to go through. I
agree. Sending them the best. So it must be tough, no matter what side you're on of the story, who you want to win. Yeah, you gotta understand that it's not easy for either of them. No. Yeah. Yeah, but for everybody watching, I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll hopefully see you next time for our next video. Yep. Thanks, guys. That was fun.
See you next time, guys.
Yep.
Take care.
Bye.